Sometimes we forget how powerful silence can be, but the quiet moments that gently slow us down. The kind of silence that doesn't demand attention, yet offers clarity. In a world that constantly asks us to move faster, silence feels almost rebellious. We rush from one task to another. Music plays, notifications appear, voices overlap, and slowly, without noticing, we stop listening to ourselves. There was a time when pauses were natural, moments between conversations, gaps between thoughts, time to observe rather than react. Now we often feel the need to explain everything, to justify our choices. But growth doesn't always announce itself loudly. Sometimes it happens quietly, while no one is literally watching. Walking without a destination can be surprisingly grounding. Not every step needs a purpose. You know, not every day needs a plan. When you allow yourself to move slowly, you begin to notice details once you ignored. Sometimes you just need to slow down. You don't need to do anything. Just sit there in a quiet place and think. You don't even need to think. Language works the same way. We think fluency comes from knowing more words. In reality, it comes from comfort, from allowing yourself to speak imperfectly yet honestly. Communication is less about speaking and more about timing, knowing when to pause, knowing when to continue, knowing when silence says enough. Life doesn't always require answers. Sometimes it asks for awareness, to notice how you feel in certain places, how your body reacts to certain environments, how your thoughts slow down when you stop forcing them forward. We actually grow accustomed to constant stimulation. Did you know that? And because of that, stillness can feel unfamiliar. But discomfort doesn't always mean danger. Sometimes it means just adjustment. When you give yourself space, your mind begins to reorganize itself actually. Thoughts settle naturally, emotions find their place, you stop chasing clarity, and clarity finds exactly you. There's no deadline for understanding yourself. Just stop right there, okay? Listen, not everything needs to be shared. Not everything needs to be explained. You know what I mean? Some moments are just for you. You don't need to share it. You don't need to say it out loud. The road doesn't always lead somewhere dramatic. Sometimes it simply allows you to keep going. And that's enough. You learn that slowing doesn't mean falling behind. You're not falling behind. Maybe that's the real progress. You know, not moving faster, but moving with awareness.